Hi there, I'm Simon Canton. Uh, just about half an hour ago, Garrett Robinson uploaded his new vlog where he asked everyone to do their own vlog. Now, I was in bed trying to sleep and wasn't able to sleep, that's why I was browsing YouTube, so I thought I'd stop down and make a quick vlog in response to his. And the thing that I was thinking about doing a vlog about was old fashioned language in fantasy books. Because recently I've been reading a couple of books that are written in old fashioned language despite being written today, or at least in the last. One of them is Robin Hood. I think it was written like 30 years ago or something, maybe in the 70s or something, but not hundreds of years ago. It's obviously about a story that's from hundreds of years ago, but it's a modern version. But it's written in old fashioned language. So my feelings on that are that I get why the language is written like that. It's to try and put you in the mindset of a different world, a medieval world. The problem is that every step of the way you're stopped by the language. You're going, okay, 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 yeah, I get it, okay, okay. Just say it in a modern way. At least for me. I know there's plenty of people that like it like that. I'm just saying that for me at least, I'm going, yeah, I get it. Okay, it's very nice, it's very fancy, but it's just tell the story. Because the story is the important thing. I mean, if you take Shakespeare, for instance, I watched Sons of Anarchy up until maybe the third season or something, which is based on Hamlet. And the story was amazing because it's based on Hamlet. The story of Hamlet is really, really good. I mean, Shakespeare is a master writer. That's the whole point. But if you try and read the play, it's indecipherable. It's in a different language. So there should be a modern adaptation. Sons of Anarchy is a great example. It was a great modern adaptation. So, as a brief example, I was going to read a little bit of Ivanhoe. I've cheated a little because I recorded this video before and then I read a paragraph at random and it was a paragraph that didn't have any old-fashioned English at all. So now I've cheated a little and found one that does. So, yeah. Trust not to that, Isaac, said Front de Boeuf. If it were fatal error, dost thou think that I, who have not seen a town sacked, in which thousands of my Christian countrymen perished by sword, by flood, and by fire, will blench from my purpose for the outcries or screams of one single wretched Jew? Or thinkest thou that these swarthy slaves, who have neither law, country, nor conscience, but their master's will, Jesus is really anti-Semitic. Oh my God. Who will use the poison or the stake or the poniard or the cord at his slightest wink, thinkest thou that they will have mercy? Who do not even understand the language in which it is asked. This guy is frickin' anti-Semitic. Jesus Christ, what did I pick? I think Ivanhoe is pretty famous actually for being anti-Semitic. But yeah, apologies for anyone Jewish out there. That's obviously not the views of the person making this blog. That's not even the views of Sir Walter Scott, I don't believe, although I wouldn't know. But this was written about 200 years ago. And it's, even for the time, is written in language that's old-fashioned for the time, just to try and inspire kind of a feeling for the medieval world. And I get it. It just... I'm trying to think of a good example because you don't need that to get the view of the medieval world. The language is certainly a tool you can use, but it doesn't need to be used in that to that extent. It's like if you said actually the Warlock series are quite good. So the only thing that he changed in the Warlock series is thou and thee instead of you and you. That's about all. Like, he didn't change anything else, so you understand everything else, but he's just got a little twist on it, which then means that you get kind of the flavour of the medieval society, but you don't have to put up with Okay, what's that word mean? Oh, jeez. Like, trying to work out the medieval language. Anyway, that's just my view on it. And I understand there's plenty of people who like that kind of language. I think Lord of the Rings might even be written. Hang on a second. Let's see. That's the appendices. I haven't read Lord of the Rings, by the way. I read a little bit when I was 15. I was bored, so. Sam could not see the course immediately above him, where it was lowest, for a steep slope went up from where he stood. But he guessed that if he could only struggle on just a little way further up, they would strike this path. Yeah, you see. It's putting in complicated fantasy language for no reason. A gleam of hope returned to him. They might conquer the mountain yet. Why, it might have been put there a purpose, he said to himself. If it wasn't there, I'd have to say I was beaten in the end. Yeah. See, again, this is personal opinion, but for me, I'm then going, oh my god. And the story better be so good to compensate for that. And it's compensating for it. It's not adding to it, it's detracting from it, in my opinion. Anyway. So yeah, that was my vlog going over my current pet peeve, which is complicated language in fantasy when it's not necessary, when it's written in a modern age and it's not, I don't think, adding to it. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.